Hey there, you little creep.
Always creeping.
No kidding. For a split second, I saw it and then I was like, oh, wait a minute, his iRating ain't even close.
Damn. How dare
So,
you?
have you done one of these?
Not yet. I've run a few practice laps, but
Oh, I
I was more
fucking
busy
love
just
this
painting my
track.
car earlier.
Seriously, this track is amazing. And I really can't wait to drive the 87 cars around here.
Oh god, I cannot wait for those to come out.
So, when you do this, let me know how you do it. I've actually been starting and restarting in third gear.
Okay.
Because where you start and restart, you're in the middle of the corner, so you don't get that wheel spin.
Hmm.
And actually, I don't like them starting on the bottom. Because this is a high lane racetrack.
Okay, Josh, be ready.
Yeah, I noticed when I was practicing it, the bottom wasn't very fun.
Perfect.
That worked to your advantage very well.
Yeah, and I had to I crank the brake bias up a couple percent, and then I still crank it up in the car a couple more.
B13.
Oh, and there's a wreck behind me. No yellow.
Alright.
It was weird. We had a crash on the front stretch of my last race, and there was no yellow until we like got back around to them.
B13.
Uh-oh.
Full course caution.
Oh no!
No.
Restart it, get the clutch in next time. Pace car is out. Line up single file behind car number 21. Pace car is out. Pits are closed.
How bad is it?
Oof.
Full course yellow.
Oh, let's see, your rear end is jacked up.
I see smoke.
Your front end is a little jacked up. I mean...
I had nowhere to go.
No, you really didn't. That's at least a good minute and a half, 2 minutes of damage. I don't know how much internal damage you actually have. You did plow that wall, and then get plowed by somebody else.
Pit lane speed limit
This
is
pit lane, by the way, is a
35 miles per hour.
nightmare.
4, 3, 2,
Where?
1.
Did you just drive past? Oh, it's in front of you, in front of this green car.
Box now.
You can't fucking see it. Only 33 seconds are required, actually.
Oh, wow. Your car looked a lot worse than that. What's the optional, though? You're gonna get lapped.
Yeah, but I'm hoping I only get lapped like maybe once.
With
I've
the
seen
required,
cars-
you can get lapped once.
I have seen cars with no front ends finish in the top 10 in these races, so.
I'd believe it. You only need so much actual speed.
Let me know where the pace car is.
Going into 3. Coming out of 4.
We're going green next time by.
And it gets up to speed just fine, so.
Well, that's all that really matters. All you gotta do is get your lap back now.
It actually doesn't feel that bad.
There are gonna be 2 other cars a lap down that you need to get in front of.
Okay.
The 17 and the 26.
Green flag.
Car inside.
B25.
He's still there. Still there. Hold your line. Hold your line. Keep it steady. Hold your line.
Either the car is not that bad or the 16
Still
car is
there.
that slow.
I think
Clear
he's that
inside.
slow because his car doesn't even look that damaged. I mean, you're not falling off of them though. Looks like if anything, you might be catching him.
Yeah, that first race I did, we actually ran like the last 30 laps under green.
That's very surprising, seeing as this is actually a C-class race.
We have to remember, most of my people are A-class.
That's also true. There's not many people around 3,000 rating that aren't A-class.
There was one C-class in our last race, and that would scare me if when he gets to A-class.
How would he be a C-class and have that rating that high?
He's never wrecked once.
That's amazing. Alright, you
never
get around
wrecked
these two
once
guys,
and-
you'll be the first car lap down. Seems like they're way more damaged than you are.
Ah, so the car I ran into and the car that ran into me.
Careful, got a full course.
Oh,
Whoa!
damn it. Easy.
Oh,
Slow up, slow up.
I'm just stopping.
Yeah. Alright, go ahead.
I'm hoping it's been about 10 laps. Maybe they'll pit and I can take a wave around.
That'd be nice. There's always that one guy that ruins it though.
Even then, there's only 3 of us. There'll be plenty more cautions.
Pace car is out. Line up single file behind car number 26.
That's
We're
just
under
it.
caution.
It
Pits
doesn't
closed.
feel that bad, actually.
I think I want to do one of these later tonight.
You definitely should. This is a ton of fun. I love this track.
It looks a lot of fun just watching this.
It does. It makes me genuinely more upset, though, that this track isn't around anymore.
What the? I'm a
Mostly-
tad bit confused.
Why?
Hold on, I lost him. There's one car that I was watching that had a custom number 43 on it.
You might have your custom numbers showing.
Oh, shoot, that's probably right. I had it turned off while I was painting
That
earlier.
happened in my first race, and I saw a car 48, and I was really confused.
It's the 23 car, but he had the petty 43, and I said, wait a minute, what?
Alright, I'm going to ask you to keep an eye on the pace car, because since I'm obviously staying a lap down, I'm going to get some more repairs done.
What's your speed limit in the pits? Box in 4,
Alright.
3, 2, 1. Box now.
So yeah, from what I can tell, they disabled the pit crews here and everything just because of the mess of it.
Yeah.
And with pit lane collisions being on, it is so difficult to find your pit box and not to run into people.
Going into 3. Middle.
Alright, I'm going.
Out of 4.
Knocked another 21 seconds off.
I mean, a little here and there works. This is what, a 70, 75 lap race?
70, yeah.
You got plenty of time. It's only lap 15. I guess it would be 16.
I've got fresh tires on. The other lap car, same lap as me, didn't take tires.
Are you on 2 to go?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
My thing is we need to get on the lead lap again quickly because there's just
Yeah.
going to be more cars a lap down. By the way, if you look, that scoreboard in turn 3 and 4 actually
Yeah, I
works.
noticed that as you drove by it earlier.
I think that is the coolest freaking thing.
Alright, there are now 4 cars 1 lap down. You're gonna be the 4th of them. Got 24, 21, and 26.
Yeah, I see it.
How the hell did Joseph Lombard get involved in both wrecks and he's running 11th?
Because that's how it works.
Car low.
Fair enough.
23.
Clear low. Inside.
We need to pass this guy to get the lucky dog position.
Hold your
Yes,
line.
thank you, crew chief. I know.
Hold your line. Hold your line. Still there. Hold your line. Clear to the bottom.
Alright, you just gotta get that 26 there.
Car outside. Hold your line. Clear to the top. Clear outside.
Clear, quiet. There you go.
Outside.
B22.
Oh,
Back on the outside on you.
there we go.
Alright, now you just gotta wait for the next yellow.
Do I have a front end or is it gone?
You do have a front end.
Okay.
Yeah, your car is all there, it's just a little wrinkled up.
Well, like I said, it doesn't feel that bad. I mean, I can tell it's not hitting max RPMs down the straight like it was normally.
You got a guy that's gonna be up on the wall.
Hence why I'm a little off the pace, but handling-wise, it feels great.
I mean, if you can keep getting some repairs done too, you'll only get better. With 30 seconds of required repair, that means there really wasn't anything too bad about it.
Right. Now watch, we're gonna run frickin' green to the end.
And that's typically how it works.
And I'm driving away from the
Alright,
rest of them.
yeah, you're gone from them. The only car, the two cars behind you are on the
Alright,
lead
Josh,
left.
we're in the lucky dog position right now. The gap to Thomas in front is now 15 seconds.
I wish I could run full screen viewing you, but also have like a little ticker monitor that I could watch.
There is a ticker, you have to, it's in like the rendering settings.
I don't want like a ticker, I want one like the one that Fox has been using.
Ah,
So I can just have it sitting there and I can go up and down.
maybe in a future update.
Oh, full course caution, watch out.
Ooh. Lombard again.
Oh, yeah, of course.
That guy's 3 for 3.
Pace cars out, line up single
I wish I could
file
see how many
behind car
incidents he
number
has.
17. We think Lombard has spun off. Pace car is out, pits are closed.
Well, congratulations, you are the lucky dog.
Hallelujah. And look, it's my brother.
Brother!
Bush Light and Bush Ice.
Delays pitting now.
You see someone made a Bush corn car on here?
I did not, but that doesn't surprise me in the slightest.
This poor bastard that stayed out in the
Lombard
Hardee's
in front is
car.
pitting.
He's about to get screwed.
Pits are open.
Oh, it says to pass these guys for some reason. I'm confused. I'm the lucky dog. Why am I passing cars?
I couldn't tell you, just keep doing what it
I'm-
says.
I'm 11th.
Well, if you don't pit, it's just gonna make you go to the back once you get like 2 to green.
I mean, I'm gonna be pitting here anyway.
Yeah, you got to.
Watch your speed limit in the pits. Box in 4.
That's the other thing, is that this pit road is so slow.
2, 1. Box now.
Make it like the real 80s, no pit road speed.
Yeah, no kidding. Can you
so
imagine?
I'm at 413 of optional right now.
All
If there was no pit road speed, no one would ever finish a race.
Pace car in 3. Coming out of 4. Start, finish.
I got it down to about 4 minutes total.
There you go.
Pace car's
Speed
in
away
this
at
lap.
it.
Honestly, this won't be totally bad because, you know, with being off the pace, I can just kind of be in the back and try to avoid the rest.
Still a long way to go.
Yeah. That second race, though, was incredible. I started like 18th and worked my way up to 3rd at one point.
That's just short track racing.
Short track racing.
That was just the greatest thing. I loved that.
I still have that saved on my phone.
Carlo.
You have to.
P19.
Like, his facial expression literally made it.
Okay, Josh, the next car is Robertson.
Still there. Still there. Keep it steady.
Record.
Full course
Oh,
caution.
nice.
See, stay in the
We're
back.
under caution. It's closed. Pace car is out. Line up single file behind car 20.
That's all short track racing is. It's just
Full course yellow.
surviving.
Pits are open.
Exactly.
That's why it's at some point we're pretty much all going to be equal.
Meanwhile, I was out here thinking that it was about to be a little bit of a longer run, so I was scooting through the field looking at cars as they wrecked in front of you.
Well, luckily it was like under me.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Lombard is a lap down.
Well, the good news is you're right back to where you started.
Yeah.
Pits are open.
God, the nice thing is that these cautions are so short. 2 to go already.
There we go.
We're under caution. Pits closed.
I didn't really notice it in the broadcast of the iRacing race, or even when I was watching the actual races, but this track really is at like a weird angle. Because you actually are climbing a hill on the backstretch. And you can really
Interesting.
only tell when you're driving.
Why did they ever get rid of this track?
Because NASCAR was
Okay,
not
Josh,
the
get
brightest in
ready.
the late
Race will resume at
90s
the
and
end of
early
this lap.
2000s.
Nope. If I remember correctly, SMI bought them to put Texas in or something like that. Or New Hampshire.
Yes, and it was the same exact thing they did to Rockingham. Let's buy a small track everyone loves and replace it with a big fancy track.
At least, I'm kind of glad that it seems like this year they're looking more at not going with the mile-and-a-half cookie cutters, given the whatchamacallit Chicago situation.
Yeah, I'm hoping it means we get back to more short tracks, especially with the way things are going to be Now,
Still there.
it's like, well, we probably shouldn't be having 100,000
Still
people in a
there.
place anyway, so why don't we go to a short
Outside.
track that only holds so many?
Still
Oh, Birkin,
there.
up
Be
high.
careful, we've got a full course caution.
You know?
We're
I
under
mean,
caution. Pits
that
closed.
too, but I
Race
mean,
cars
just
out.
short tracks
Line
in
up
general,
single
that's what
file
they
behind
need.
Car number 23.
Short tracks and road courses.
Full course yellow. Pits are open.
Then we wouldn't have to complain so much about aero packages.
Yes. But while they're at it, let's go ahead and just keep the small spoilers.
Honestly. You know, going back and watching the old Gen 4 races, it's like even in 2002 there was complaining about spoilers and all that, but
Huh.
it was only like that though. It was only the spoiler angle and stuff like that that they were complaining about. It wasn't everything about the car, you know. And really in 2002, if I remember correctly, because it was a Michigan race I was watching, the big complaint is like the Fords were complaining that they weren't equal with the other manufacturers or whatever, and
Oh, I remember that.
you know, now it's the whole car. It's not just a spoiler, you know, it's I think the dumbest thing that has ever been created, not just in NASCAR but on any car ever, is the splitter.
Yeah, team valence all the way. Let's just attach something to the car so when they drive through the grass, they'll rip their entire nose off. What could go wrong?
Honestly. I mean, it's a lot better now, though, because I was watching some of the old COT races a while back, and oh my god, those things were not repairable in the
Race
slightest.
car is out.
Oh
Pits
no,
are
you would just
closed.
completely rip it off.
You lost one of those little pegs and the whole thing was useless.
Although I kind of do miss the classic COT racing. It was the ugliest
yeah.
car, but they actually raced really well.
Oh, that's just it. And it's weird, because these are beautiful cars, and they've only...
They raced terribly.
They've really only had one good season.
Yeah. Very sad.
Race
Which
cars
is a
coming
shame,
in,
because
pits
I remember
left.
when they were unveiled, everyone was like, oh, this is what will save NASCAR. And now it's, can we please just get to Gen 7?
These cars are beautiful. Save NASCAR. NASCAR. Hold my beer.
Yeah, we'll make these the worst cars yet. Not only did they fine Denny for saying that the cars needed more work in 2013, they listened to that and said, just for that, we're going to make them even worse.
Green,
Yeah.
let's go. Clear to the wall.
Fuck you, Denny.
Car low.
V14.
Still there. Clear low. Car low. Still there. Clear low. Car low.
Whoa, the leader just wrecked by himself!
You barely got by that one.
File behind car
Woo!
11. We're under caution.
You almost flung straight back into your door. What the heck? How did he do that?
His brake bias probably wasn't set right.
Oh, he did not wreck by himself.
Oh, really?
No, he drove into the corner and the second place dude just threw straight into him.
Oh, no.
Like, there wasn't even a hole under him, and the second place guy basically made one and caught him in the quarter panel.
Oh, that sucks.
That's terrible. What a dang moron. Right side, you got another spot.
Like I said, at this point, the car's pretty much equal with everyone else. Just think this time, next week, Darlington should be just... Well, it should be over by this point, maybe. Getting close. I hope they give Regan Smith a golf cart.
That'll be very useful.
Poor son of a bitch has to cover 40 cars.
Give him some roller skates. Have Morgan Shepherd teach him how to skate.
I'm very interested to see what they do with the drones.
So they're only using drones, no actual cameramen.
No, they're going to, but they're going to use drones
Oh.
as well. Normally they haven't, except for, you know, like those backstretch cams.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to get those near anyone in the grandstands, obviously.
Well, there's no one in the grandstand, so
That's just it. So they're going to be using them, and they're actually going to, like, put some in the stands for some angles and stuff.
that's a great idea.
And it seems like all the radio shows are back now, by the way.
Ah,
Because, and I think today was their first day, because I was listening to On Track, and then they did, and then went right into Trading Paints, and they were live. And I was listening to Speedway later in the day, and they were talking to the 43
Josh,
team,
get ready. Race
and they're saying the roster's so limited that, you know, like Richard Petty can't even go to the track and stuff.
jeez.
Yeah, like car owners aren't making the cut because they're not, you know, essential enough. Even a lot of engineers aren't going to be there. They'll be, you know, doing it through, you know, the laptop and stuff during the race.
Yeah. Oh, whatever works to get cars back on track.
Well, I said it to my dad not too long ago. You know, if I never went to a race again, but it meant I could still watch on TV, I would trade that.
P12.
Keep it steady.
I don't care how I watch it. I just need
Still
cars
there.
on track.
No kidding. Oh,
There. Full course caution.
So that brought out a yellow, even though everyone saved
Race
it.
cars out. Line up single file.
Surprisingly.
Car number
But we
11.
had an actual
Under
wreck
caution.
earlier
Pits
and no
closed.
caution.
Full course yellow. Pits are open.
that's honestly pretty amazing how they all saved that. It looked like they would have piled up the entire field if they went like 1 inch to the left.
Right.
I'm just admiring the lack of catch fence in turn 4.
Oh,
I want to see if I
know.
can turn somebody over it.
Thing is, though, it's kind of weird to think it's not. It wasn't that long ago that was still a thing, you know, at Pocono or even the Charlotte backstretch or
God,
anything.
Pocono.
Trees was the.
Pocono changed that real quick.
I believe even if it hadn't been for Casey Kane, they would have, because IndyCar never in a million years would have said, "Yeah, trees, that's great."
That'll do.
I can almost guarantee you it turned out better for Robert Wickens going into a catch fence than going into a tree.
Yeah, that's true. Very true.
At least the catch fence kind of gives. A tree, that does not give.
Tree said, "Booch."
I'm pretty sure the guy that was killed at Le Mans in, like, what, 2011, 2012, it was because his car went into a tree.
Hmm.
But that's the other thing, like, looking at this, like, that hole in the backstretch for where the fence is to get out of
I
the
was
track.
just looking at that one, yeah.
Full course yellow. Pits
Like,
are
are
open.
you insane?
Put that up and said, what can go wrong here? The gate from the outside. What could go wrong?
Right?
Then Michael Waltrip at Bristol.
Well, thing is, it's not
Race
even
cars
that
out.
style of
It's
gate. This is
closed.
just a chain link fence.
Well, no, there's a gate out of turn 4. That's what I was looking at.
Oh yeah, that one. But on the back stretch, it's just a chain link
Yeah.
fence. Like, what in the hell?
Well, you know, it's for the middle of a race when the driver says, man, screw this, I'm going home.
Also, looking at this, and I've even watched like videos where people are talking about it. Think about it. This is when smoking was allowed at the tracks and everything. It was sponsored by Winston, and the grandstands are made out of wood.
Get ready. Race will resume at the end of this
If
lap.
that doesn't spell danger, I don't know what does. Or even the guys that were allowed to smoke in the pits.
Harry Gant smoking in his car.
Listen, things weren't always the brightest, okay?
There's nothing wrong with that.
Safety was an option back then.
Going 180 miles per hour down the back stretch with a cigarette in your mouth. That would have been insane.
Green flag.
It's the only way I like to live. If I can't smoke my Winstons while I'm driving, I don't want to race.
A cig in one hand and ice cool bush in the other. Driving with your knee.
Like I've said before, the early 2000s was peak NASCAR. Winston, Bush, and Craftsman tools.
Yep. That's some real yee shit right there.
Clear low. Car inside. Clear inside.
Then we went to insurance and cell phones.
Car low.
14 under you.
Hold your line.
Whoa!
Coming up.
Full course
Well,
caution. Watch out.
that was a drifting moment.
Yeah, he caught the grass there.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
That was
I guess he
somehow-
must have wrecked to bring out that caution.
That was a 4X for some reason. That really shouldn't have been.
That should have been a 0.
Right. I did it
Race
send me
car is
sideways?
out. Line up
Yes,
single file
but I
behind
saved
car
it.
number 19. We're under caution. It's closed. Pits are open.
The car that checked up behind him when all that happened got spun.
Oh god, look who's 2 spots behind me.
How?
YouTube money, baby.
His car is literally trashed.
Okay, we're talking about the car though, not the driver inside. The hell is he even driving?
That's what I was saying earlier. It's the ugliest looking thing I've ever seen. Looks like you made it on Microsoft Paint.
How is he popular again?
I don't know. He's like honestly one of the most annoying one of them.
I remember it was just so damn controversial when he was sponsoring someone.
Yeah. There are very few of them that I like really actually love watching their videos. I think
I quickly fell
All
in love
time.
with Black Flags Matter.
yeah, his videos are good. All time though, Brock Beard is my guy.
Hmm. And I like Slap
It's all right,
Shoes
man.
and Iceberg.
Slap Shoe's been doing a good job, and Iceberg, yep.
Because I like their story ones. I started following
Here-
Real Radman recently because he seems to have really good analysis for like the NASCAR game news.
Race car is out. Pits
Yeah.
are closed.
Like that's how I found out most of the stuff about the Heat games.
Rusty Walrus kind of annoys me.
I don't even know who that is.
He's annoying. E-Step is alright. I'm kind of coming around to Danny B.
Like I said, I like his Rise and Fall series because, like the one
Yeah.
he just did about Robert Yates Racing, I honestly forgot just how long their team was around, and
how good they actually were.
Get ready. Race will resume at the end of this
It's just
lap.
that, like, I basically forgot that the 38 car with, like, the free credit report card and all that, I forgot that was them.
Tell your friends, tell your dad, tell your mom.
FREE, that spells free.
They went from being one of the greatest teams to absolute crap.
They really did. But look at it though,
Green,
that
let's
three-way merger that happened, it was all kind of the same situation because it was them, Petty,
Carlo,
and
clear
Evernham.
low.
Yeah.
All three of them had the same situation.
Car high, clear outside.
When I was watching the rise and fall of Earnhardt, I always
2
forgot
laps
that it was
left.
Earnhardt Ganassi for a while.
God, the shit show looking low.
Hold your line. Still there. Still there. Still there.
White flag. 1 more to go.
Still there.
Oh, it's Lombard, wreck
Keep
him.
it steady. Clear to the bottom.
I'm not gonna wreck someone.
Oh, I honestly thought you were about to. The way you drove into that corner, it really looked like you were about to just give it to him.
Clear inside.
B13.
Just because I don't like
it's
someone
over.
or I don't like their content doesn't mean I'm gonna wreck them.
I'm not gonna lie, the way you drove into that corner just looked like you were about to just nail him.
Just don't break at all.
I'm gonna record that just so you can see exactly what I just saw.
Why'd you do that? Fuck you! Oh, that was good.